What's going on, everybody? This is Kenny Cummins here, chilling with Kenny C right here on TMV Cafe, bringing you entertainment to your ears. Hope everybody is staying hydrated through these warm weather times we are in. Um, my next guest, very, very talented R&B singer. So talented. I just heard some of her recent music and she if you ain't familiar with this lady right here, you will in the foreseeable future. I'm happy to be joined with Janora uh right here, right now. How's it going?
Hey, it's going good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So we'll get to what you have in store. Um, as we continue on with 2025, obviously. But first things first, talk a little bit about yourself. How did you get started into music?
Yeah, I've been singing since the age of 3. So I was introduced at a young age, sung with my mom in church. And growing up, I was in school doing a bunch of school plays, talent shows locally around my small city in Wingate, North Carolina. We only had 2 traffic lights, so it was a really small town. And then after graduating from UNCG in 2020, I went on The Voice, and that was season 21. I was on John Legend's team, and that was like my big start of my music career. And then the next year after that, I went on American Idol, and it was just opening doors for me left and right after those shows, opportunities after opportunities. And I haven't looked back at going back to school since. I just kept on my singing career because that was my true passion.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, those are the two top shows as far as singers trying to get that next step, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have been in one or two shows. As you pointed out, you are one of the very rare people that's been in both shows. Um, that is incredible.
This is
And
so.
so let's talk about the experience, just both shows in particular. Like what 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 was your experience like? Let's go with the voice first, obviously.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Just going through the voice, getting that audition in. What was that feeling like?
Oh my goodness, it was unreal. I was on Instagram and I was scrolling and I saw virtual auditions for The Voice. So you can just send in 3 singing videos and they'll possibly call you back. So I did my 3 videos. I sent it in virtually. And this was during 2020, so that was the COVID year, so everything was virtual. And then I wasn't, really expecting a call, but I got a call one day and it was from California. And normally I don't answer calls I don't know, but I answered it. And he was like, "Is this Janora Brown?" I was like, "Yeah, it is." And he was like, "We selected you to fly out to Cali to uh, sing in front of our judges on The Voice." And I kid you not, I could not believe it. Like I was in disbelief. But not too long after that phone call, they flew me out to California, and I was there for like 3 months. And I was around all these singers, like so many talented singers. We were all there with the same dream. Yeah, we was in the hotel in Burbank, California. And yeah, when I got on stage, I was third to last to be on stage. So all the teams were filled up. Like there was only 48 spots, and I feel like there were only 3 more spots left. One more on John's team, and 2 more on Kelly's team. And Ariana Grande and Blake's team was already filled by the time I went on stage.
Yeah.
So when I was singing, the crowd was so silent. The chairs were obviously turned around. I never watched The Voice until I was on it, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And I started singing "Angel of Mine" by Monica, and I had my eyes closed because I was really, really nervous. But by the time I finished, like the first verse of the song, Kelly and John turned around for me, and I was just in disbelief. So it was an exciting time. I'll never forget it. Like it was amazing.
So this is one of the things I love about The Voice, the blind auditions in particular. I love the blind auditions. I love the competitive nature. of the coaches. I love the pettiness
Yeah.
as far as trying to recruit talent, recruit people to the team. I just love that's what I love the most about the Voices. Yeah, they're friends, they cool, but they trying to put together the best team as
Yeah.
humanly possible.
Hmm.
So you gonna get the jabs. You gonna hear the you should be on my team, not that person's team.
Yeah.
And it's just oh man, and just imagine. I can only imagine what's going through your mind when they talking and you trying to keep your calm and composure. Like okay, one of them gonna pick me anyway, so I'm good. But
Yeah.
you just trying to stay composed. But
Hmm.
so that was quite the experience. I love the voice. I always have an aura as well. So that was a special moment for you and just to go through that experience and and I'm pretty sure people still be on your messages and stuff. I'm like, man, I remember you on such and such. And I mean, looking back at it, how do you feel about it? Now that you've been through it and stuff.
Oh, it's still blessing me in many ways. Like you said, people still DM me about it, and it happened in 2021, so it's still being talked about. Um, like people from Canada, from Africa, like I didn't even know they seen the U.S. Voice. It's just like it's amazing. I went with John, like we said, when they bicker back and forth, trying to
Yeah,
talk to me, like persuade me to be on that team.
yeah,
In that moment, I honestly could not choose who to pick, but the crowd was chanting John, and I
yeah,
was like, John. But
yeah,
looking back, I should have picked Kelly. I don't know. I still don't know to this day who I should have went with, but I went with John, and that's how my fate turned out. So yeah,
yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. They both established,
yeah, for sure.
and they both have had their success that you definitely could learn from both. And obviously Kelly, the female, and John, it was a good experience at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And you can look back and say, I was there.
yeah,
I am forever in the archives of a famous TV show like The Voice and then you went on to audition for American Idol.
yeah.
Talk about that experience.
So same thing, virtual auditions, but this time it was on Zoom. So like there were producers first that watch me, and if they like me, they'll send me to the executive producers. And if they like me, then I got sent to Nashville to actually perform in front of Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan. So I went through three different steps before I got to the actual audition in Nashville. And in the Nashville audition, again, I was surrounded by everybody from everywhere, all over the world, just coming to Nashville trying to, make their dreams come true. Stepping on the stage for them, I sung Mary J. Blige, No More Drama. And it was just a piano, like pianist, that was just playing the melody of it. And it was more intimidating because they were right there in my face, and this wasn't the voice. They weren't turned around. It was
Yeah, yeah,
up. And I started singing, and by the time I was done, they loved me and they gave me that Hollywood ticket, and I was on my way to Hollywood. And then it was Hollywood week, and it was stressful because they gave you songs that you didn't know, and you had to learn them in a short amount of time. Like I had to learn a song in 6 hours and perform it in front of all of America, and that's when the pressure starts. But they're trying to train you to be that superstar.
yeah,
You know, Whatever happens, can you flow with it?
yeah. Yeah, that's man, that felt like an obstacle course.
It was.
It's that definitely felt like an obstacle course having to learn a song like that in a short amount of time. And you, obviously, like you just got to make the most of the situation that's in front of you.
Yeah.
And to your credit, you did that. So bravo to you on that.
Thank
So now fast forward to now. What's going on with Janora these days? What do you have on the horizon?
Yeah. So after the shows, I put out two singles. One was called Hold On, and I wrote that with my producer, Sean Scales, right after The Voice. And then another one was called Reel Me Back In with the same producer. And then I put those singles out, and then I started uh, writing more. I got more opportunities to be in plays. I was in a play with Jermaine Hopkins. He was on the movie Lean on Me. So I got to be in a play with him, and uh, I've been in commercials. I got signed to an acting agency, so I'm a part of the acting world now too. And I just came back from New York for being in a showcase, so I'm being considered to be in a Broadway play. And next week I'll be in LA in a song camp, so I'll be putting out more singles or probably an album next. So that's on the horizon.
That's awesome. So, you mentioned the acting agency. You're getting into the acting side of things. How's that been for you?
It's been cool. Like I never imagined being an actor. I always saw myself being a singer. So, but when I was introduced to it in 2018, it was a whole new world to learn, and I fell in love with it as well. I really just came to like acting as well. So I was in a movie called The Renegade. I played a character called Regina Miller, and to be on set and to see the background, like the behind the scenes stuff, is really cool. I always wondered how they put movies together, and it's kind of cool to see what's on the other side of the camera.
So, I definitely respect that from you. Obviously singing, that's your go-to. And now he's catching other opportunities as well, and you getting a hang of that as well. We're definitely living in times when you're seeing a lot of multi-dimensional people now, seeing people doing more than just one thing. They showing versatility. They showing I could be more than just one person.
Yeah,
Now singing, music, that's your bread and butter, obviously.
yeah,
And yeah, there might be some roles, there might be some opportunities where you are able to showcase that singing. But you're looking at it as an opportunity to show your versatility, show that you could do more than one thing, and you making the most of
yeah,
it. I really like the style. I really like your approach, your positivity, your willingness
yeah,
to 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 pursue acting while you still in pursuit, while you're still trying to get in your music career going. So definitely check her out and her upcoming roles, upcoming opportunities. She's gonna keep y'all tapped in, and
absolutely.
she's still grinding. She's still grinding, y'all. She's still the opportunities are there. She's got music in the works. She's just got so much on the horizon. So all I can say is just stay tuned, keep supporting Janora Brown. Sky's the limit for her. So as far as the acting, now that you getting into it, getting the feels for it, now who's some people that have inspired you? Who's some influences as you go forward with acting? Who inspires you as far as acting?
Ooh, see, I love movies. I always have. Whitney Houston and like Beyonce, I know they're singers first, but they
Yeah.
do transition into acting, and I look at that as those two as like my role models a little bit, my blueprint guide, if I so to say. But my favorite actresses are like Regina Hall, Regina King. I love Sanaa Lathan. You know, the big ones such as I don't know Michael Ealy now. Mufasa. He's cool. But yeah, as a favorite actress, I have to say at the top has to be like Regina Hall. I don't know why she's just so her comedic timing is just perfect. She's
Yeah.
a great actress.
She's a legend, class personified. No matter what role you give her, she knocks it off the park.
Yeah,
Um, just a pioneer in her craft, and you know, well loved and well respected
Yeah.
for what she's been able to do. So um, she well, she's an all time great at this point.
No,
And
for real.
she inspires so many women, including yourself, and the fact that she's still going, she's still showing that I can do whatever role that you place in front of me. I could
Yeah.
be the serious type. I could be the comedic type. I could be emotional type. Just give me someone that can tell a story,
Yeah.
and I can make it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
So she's brilliant. She's definitely brilliant. Um, so I just want to say it's a pleasure to have you on this platform and to learn so much of your story, to learn so much of your journey. There's a lot of people that you're trying to get into one or both crafts that you are.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what's your advice to anyone that's trying to pursue one or both music and acting? What's your advice to the aspiring people out there?
Oh my goodness. If I were to talk to myself when I first started, I would say never give up. One, because if you give up, it's never going to happen for sure. But if you keep trying, there's always a possibility your dreams will come true because dreams do come true. It may seem out of reach sometimes, but just keep working hard at it and keep, molding your craft. Another thing I would give advice for is to not do the comparison game because when you get in this industry, a lot of people like to compare their path to someone else's path, and you gotta stay true to you. You know, what's for you is meant for you, will be for you too. So never play the comparison game. Stay true to yourself and just never give up. That's the best advice I possibly can give to someone.
That is absolute good advice.
Yeah.
We do live in times when comparisons is inevitable. Like
Hmm.
there's some things you can't escape in the industry, music
Yeah.
and acting. Comparison is one,
Yeah.
and it's mostly through social media and
Yeah.
message boards and stuff like that. People are going to say what they say, and that's sometimes you just that's not much people can do with that. You just have to stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
So that's how it is, not just in entertainment, but in life in general. You was brought into this earth as you, and you stay true to yourself, and just work hard and be the best that you can be. That there are people that's there's and be around people that's going to support you.
That part.
And you don't need no yes man around. You don't need no people that's going to leech. You want people that wants to see you succeed. Um, so so yeah, you definitely put out some really good advice there to some younger up and coming talent that hopefully that can get to whatever goals that they want to accomplish. So where can people find you in social media?
Oh, you can find me on all social platforms. So Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, you name it. It's gonna be under one handle, Janora underscore vocals. So yeah.
Gotcha. So check her out. Check out her music. Check out her shows, TV shows, movies, everything that she's got in the works. So stay tuned for that, Janora Brown. Thank you so much for being here, and continue happiness and success. Not just for the remainder of 2025, but beyond that.
Yeah.
You know, people already got a glimpse of you on the TV screen. So something tells me we're gonna be seeing more of you
Yeah.
on that TV screen, not just on the TV screen, but on the bigger screen. And
Yeah.
so
God willing, yes. Thank you.
yeah. So thank you so much, and you enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
All right, peace and love.
Bye.
All right.